You slept 8 hours, maybe 9, maybe even 12, but when the alarm goes off, you still feel like a zombie. Your eyes open, your body doesn't. Your brain feels like it's still buffering. And the first thought of the day isn't motivation, it's survival. Why am I still tired? Here's the strange part. For millions of people, this happens every single morning, even when they technically slept enough. So what's going on? Is it stress, bad sleep, too much coffee, or something deeper inside the way our bodies wake up? Today we're breaking down the real science of mornings and the surprisingly simple habits that decide whether you wake up energized or exhausted. Picture this. It's 6:30 a.m. Your alarm explodes into the room like a fire drill. You hit snooze. 10 minutes later, it happens again. Snooze again. Eventually you sit up. Your eyes burn. Your brain feels foggy. Your body moves like it's underwater. You drag yourself to the kitchen. Coffee helps. A little. But the exhaustion never fully disappears. And by 2 p.m., your energy crashes again. Sound familiar? If it does, you're not broken. Your body is just running a system most people don't understand. Because waking up is actually one of the most complicated biological transitions your body performs every day. And if even one part of that system gets disrupted, your morning can feel terrible. While you sleep, your body is not turned off. It's running night mode. Heart rate slows, breathing becomes deeper, body temperature drops, hormones change, your brain cycles through different stages of sleep. Light sleep, deep sleep, and something called REM sleep, rapid eye movement. This is the phase where most dreaming happens, but it's also when your brain processes emotions, memories, and learning. Most people enter 4 to 5 REM cycles every night. And this is important, because if those cycles get disrupted, you may sleep long hours, but still wake up tired. Your body got sleep. Your brain didn't get recovery. And the result is morning fog. Let's look at what commonly breaks the system. Problem 1. Blood sugar at night. Late night snacks, processed carbs, sugary desserts, these spike your blood sugar, which forces your body to stay metabolically active when it should be slowing down. The result? Lighter sleep, more interruptions, less deep recovery. Problem 2. Dehydration. You lose water all night through breathing and sweating. If you go to sleep slightly dehydrated, you may wake up sluggish. Even mild dehydration affects energy levels, which is why something simple like drinking water after waking up can make a surprising difference. Problem 3. No movement. It sounds counterintuitive, but people who move less during the day often sleep worse at night. Exercise improves circulation, improves oxygen delivery, improves sleep depth. You don't need marathon training, just movement. Your body evolved to move. When it doesn't, sleep suffers. Problem 4. Phone notifications. Your phone beeps, buzzes, lights up. And even if you think you didn't wake up, your brain did. Each interruption can break a sleep cycle. You fall asleep again. But the recovery stage resets, which means your sleep looks long, but feels shallow. Problem 5. The snooze button. This one hurts, because everyone loves snooze. But the science is brutal. Every time you snooze, your body starts a new sleep cycle, and then you interrupt it 10 minutes later. Your brain hates this. It creates something called sleep inertia, which is that heavy, foggy feeling when you wake up. So, ironically, the snooze button often makes mornings worse. Why this matters more than you think? Sleep isn't just rest, it's maintenance. Your immune system repairs tissue. Your brain clears metabolic waste. Hormones rebalance. Memory consolidates. emotions stabilize, and when that process fails, the effects compound. Mood swings, lower focus, lower productivity, and more stress over time, even health risks increase. But here's what's interesting. Most people try to fix this the wrong way. They chase more sleep, when what they actually need is better sleep structure. Because how you wake up often begins long before you fall asleep. Hidden bottleneck, the morning transition problem. Waking up isn't just opening your eyes, it's a biological transition. Your body must switch from sleep mode to day mode. Heart rate increases. Breathing accelerates. Brainwave activity shifts. Your body is basically rebooting the operating system. And the transition matters. This is why the first 5 to 10 minutes after waking up are critical. Stretching helps. Movement helps. Sunlight helps. These signals tell the brain the day has started. Without them, your body drifts. It wakes up slowly. Fog lingers. Energy struggles to arrive. One small trick researchers discovered: exposure to morning sunlight. Just a few minutes of natural light helps regulate serotonin, which later converts into melatonin, which helps you sleep better that night. In other words, morning light doesn't just wake you up, it programs tomorrow's sleep, and that cycle keeps repeating, day after day. Final big reveal, the real secret to waking up energized. So what's the real trick to waking up not tired? It's not one hack. It's not one miracle habit. It's something simpler. Consistency. Your body runs on a circadian rhythm, a 24-hour biological clock. When you sleep and wake at consistent times, your brain predicts the schedule. Hormones release at the right moments. Sleep cycles become deeper. Morning transitions become easier. But when the schedule changes constantly, your body never adapts. It's like permanent jet lag. And here's the surprising part. People who wake up at the same time every day often feel better even if they slept slightly less, because their body learned the rhythm. So the real upgrade isn't sleeping longer, it's teaching your body when life happens. And once it learns that rhythm, waking up stops feeling like a battle. It starts feeling automatic, so tomorrow morning, try something simple. Wake up, move your body, drink water, get sunlight, and most importantly, keep the same schedule. Your body is incredibly good at recovery. It just needs consistency, because the difference between waking up exhausted and waking up energized is rarely luck, it's rhythm. And once you find that rhythm, mornings stop being painful. They become powerful. And that's when the day actually begins.